Hello, this is Jacob Vu, and here's my submission for assignment 2 of COP3330. Alright, here we go to LinProc. Let's start with the header file. Let's start with the header file. Okay, so there's not much here, just all the requirements needed for all the functions for the complex numbers. See, there's 4 friend functions required because there are 2 asked for the subtraction multiplication operator, and then there are as well as this like boolean equals operator to see if like 2 complex numbers are equal to each other, and then for the insertion operator, the friend function was required because the first parameter is not a member or an object of the class. Here's all the constructors, default. This is the default. This is the conversion. This is the parameterized constructor. Here are the member functions that were needed for the plus and minus. Labeled addition and subtraction operators. Here is the complement. I just named it the conjugate, and stuff like that. Okay, let's open the implementation file. Yeah, you can see the constructors. It's not that complicated. Here are the member functions for the operators, plus and minus. So you only have one parameter, and then you just get the new results for the real value and the imaginary value, and then you just return that. See right there. Pretty easy stuff. And then here are the friend functions for the same thing. Yeah, they just basically have the same function. Here's multiplication. The assignment said that that the multiplication symbol only multiplies 2 imaginary numbers together, so I only have functionality for that. I'm not sure what would happen if you multiplied it by a standard number, or a constant. Because that wasn't a part of the assignment. It needed it. Yeah, you can see using the multiplication formula for 2 complex numbers, you see how it correlates. It's kind of similar to how you add or subtract 2 fractions with different bases or denominators. Here's the functionality for the insertion operator. So yeah, if the imaginary value is greater than 0, then it has a plus sign. But if it's less than 0, I didn't want to have a plus sign and then have a minus for the imaginary automatically, so I just had this. So it would manually print a minus and then print the negative. Just the negative version of the imaginary value. So that it would just be the same value. Yeah, return the C out. Here's the friend operator for the boolean. Yeah, I just check if both the real and the imaginary values are the same, then it's true, else it's false, And then the conjugate with the complement, I just return the complex number with the negative value of the imaginary number. And that should be it. Okay. Let's go to the main file. Yeah, so I test the constructors, default, conversion, then I print those, And then I test out the member functions and the friend functions. Then I test out the complement or the conjugate, complex conjugate. Then I make some new complex numbers to test the boolean. Alright, that's it for the file. So I already compiled it, so I just hit this command, and there it is. Z0, you can see up there, the Z_0, the one with the default constructor, and Z_1 is the one with the conversion. Z1 is our original, and Z2 is another one. And then you can see both the friend and the member functions, how the operations are correct. I'm not going to check them right now, but you can check them later. It's all based on the implementation, so it doesn't matter if I check it by hand or not. The implementation will probably be more accurate most of the time. So here, there's the complement. See that the sign for the imaginary value is reversed, and then yeah, the new complex numbers, the test of booleans. Yeah, like know how z1 and z3 have the same values, so when they get put into that boolean check, they're true. But z1 and z4 don't have the same values, so when they're put into the boolean, it's false. And you can check in the main file for the implementation of that to see that actually is functioning, and that I just didn't just print true or false because this is how it should have been, but because the values were actually equal. Alright, that should be all for my submission for assignment 2. Thank you.